What if the life you're trying to control is the very thing slipping through your grasp? Not because you're weak, not because you're flawed, but because you're clinging so tightly you can't feel it breathe. We are taught to believe that anxiety is responsible, that endless worry is a form of vigilance. But worry is not foresight. It's a ritual, an unholy prayer to the gods of imagined disasters. You weren't born with this fear. You inherited it, handed down through generations like an heirloom laced with guilt. Michel de Montaigne once wrote from the solitude of his tower that true freedom comes not from mastery over life, but from release. And yet, look around. We build identities around performance. We script every move, polish every word, shape our lives like stage plays for an audience we never chose. You worry about being liked. You worry about being useful. You worry about the timeline, the plan, the legacy. But when did you last stop to ask, whose plan is this? Whose voice is narrating your inner monologue? Because here's the quiet truth no one tells you. Most of your suffering doesn't come from what happens, but from your resistance to what is. Control is the great illusion. We chase it because we fear chaos. But Montaigne knew, it is only when we let go that we finally touch the real. Think about it. The moments of grace in your life, the ones that cracked you open, they never arrived through overthinking. They slipped in sideways, through laughter you didn't expect, through grief that stripped your identity bare, through silence so deep it echoed back your name. Letting go is not giving up. It's returning to presence, to breath, to the part of you that doesn't need a plan to be whole. The truth is, worry has become a disguise, a mask worn by the soul to blend in with the noise. But beneath it, stillness, simplicity, a rhythm older than language. Your mind wants certainty. Your soul wants meaning. And they rarely arrive together. This is the paradox. The more you try to control the outcome, the further you drift from the experience. And slowly, life stops being lived and becomes something merely survived. But what if you didn't have to perform your existence? What if peace isn't earned through perfection, but revealed in surrender? What if the only thing keeping you from joy is the belief that you must suffer first? Montaigne understood that detachment is not apathy. It's clarity, the art of stepping back from the tangled web of expectation, to see yourself clearly again. Because you are not your thoughts. You are not your failures. You are not the mask you wear to get through the day. You are the awareness behind it all. And awareness doesn't need a script. It just needs space. So stop rehearsing your pain. Stop replaying the worst-case scenes as if they're prophecy. They are not warnings. They are echoes. And echoes fade when you stop shouting into the void. The most radical thing you can do is nothing. Not in apathy, but in stillness. In sacred pause. In the breath before the answer, where truth emerges unforced. Let go of the outcome. Yes, let it unravel. Let the version of yourself that is held together by worry fall apart. Because beneath that collapse is the version that can finally breathe. And when you stop trying to control the river, you start to float. And when you float, you see the sky. You hear the quiet voice of the soul whispering, "Welcome back." You don't need more affirmations. You need less noise. You don't need another plan. You need presence. This is the philosophy of detachment, not as escape, but as return. Return to the self before the masks. Return to the soul before the schedule. Return to the now, where peace has always been waiting. So if this message resonated with you, leave the word release in the comments. And if something in your chest softened, if something deep within you remembered, subscribe. Because Lucid Ontology is not just a channel. It's the practice of remembering what the world taught you to forget.